So this is a quick video of how you print and cut. Print an image. As you can see, I have an image printed. It's getting ready to scan my registration marks. This is the actual print here. And it's gonna cut it all out. Show you real quick. So I come over here. It already has everything here. So I want to mirror it. So I click restart here. Come over here, I hit mirror. And watch when I hit it, it's going to flip the image. Bam. Then I come back over here and I press next. It's telling me to put my cutter right there, my needle. And then it's going to hit I'm going to hit next. And it's going to find the registration marks. You see the light scanning the registration marks. That is considered the eye. It's not doing a good job. I'll have to redo it. Yeah. Whenever that happens, it's not scanning it perfectly well. So I'll show you what I have to do. So now we have to reposition our mark, making sure that it can scan the area very well. So I have to bring it out some because it wasn't scanning the registration mark. So we'll leave it there. Now once I press OK, it's going to start scanning. So now it's scanning the registration marks. All right. There we go. So it's scanning the registration marks. The eye is picking it up, seeing where everything is. And after that, it's going to position itself in a cutting position. Then I'm going to come over here and put mark detected OK. And then once I press proceed to cut, now it's going to cut out the image exactly how I have it. Shouldn't take that long to cut it. It's cutting out each image. Part 3, still cutting out all of the image. As you can see, it's cutting everything out. State of Florida. Now it's going to cut this big piece out right here. I used to do this with an X-Acto knife, believe it or not. And the reason why I paid a lot of money for this vinyl cutter is because it does have a large format, a large print and cut format, and it does an excellent job. I slowed it down. It really can go faster than this, but I slowed it down because some of these cuts are so detailed in between the letters and whatnot that I wanted to slow it down to make sure it got everything. It's almost done. It takes about, with an X-Acto knife, or me cutting all this out, man, it used to take me about a good hour or two to cut this out. This thing does it in like 2 minutes flat. I mean, it gets in between each letter. Cut everything out perfectly fine. Just about complete. And then when it's done, I reposition this stuff right here to let me know it's done. All right, this is the final result of that print and cut that you just seen. And you can see that it cuts everything out sharply and detailed, right? And I use this for my sublimation process because before, when I used to sublimate, I had the whole square sheet and I would cut out that section and I would press it. The problem that you'll have with that is that you will have the crease lines of that paper on your shirt. So when I started cutting using my print and cut method, right, I started getting shirts like this, right? When you look at the shirt, you see no cut lines, no paper lines on the shirt. You don't see no paper lines on the shirt. It's a nice, crisp, clean shirt because once I put the image down and I press it, what you get is no crease lines, because where the image is, that's where the cut line is with the print and cut. So you don't see any cuts. It looks very professional. The shirt is done very professional. And I'm doing like that. You do a whole sleeve. This is a sleeve on one side, and that's the state of Florida flag. And this is the United States flag on the other side, and you see no creases from the actual paper, none whatsoever. So that's why I do a print and cut, to get a professional shirt done just like those. And this is after I weed out all the pieces, the cut pieces from my print and cut. And you can see I have all my pieces here. And like I said, when you press, you're not going to get any crease marks, because as you can see, the image itself is the actual crease line. So when you press, I mean, it's so detailed as far as your cut lines. When you press it, it cannot leave any crease line, because what the image is, that is the actual crease line. So what happens is you get a very professional, clean, store ready to sell shirt that doesn't have any paper marks on it and any heat press marks on it. It's just a clean shirt. Like I said, here are a few of my shirts. You don't see any crease lines, any press marks, you know, very detailed, very clean. I mean, all you're getting is the shirt with the image on it. And a lot of people, they have a hard time making sublimation shirts with no crease line on it, as far as around the image with paper marks. And you go on the internet and everybody tells you to tear the paper, use light pressure, etc. The best method that I found is the print and cut method, the one that I just told you about.